Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in a trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in pieces. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily. I can't believe it's already over. Too late to talk and fix whatever's broken. I always thought love like ours would last. I never knew love could pass. Tomorrow comes and you are not around. Feels uneasy. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Who said it'd be easy to be in love? Who said that the sun would always shine? I'm not sure you realize what you are giving up. When did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic
Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It has been way too long. I've been missing our Tuesdays so much. It's so awesome to see you all. How's everybody doing? Tell me all the things. George, hello. I'm so glad you made it too. So great to see you. Tech Guy, of course, will be thrilled that you're here. And yes, I can't believe it's been too long. I am so excited about what we're going to talk about tonight. But before we get to that, I need to hear all of the things that you're up to. So tell me what's new. For me, I have been in full research mode nonstop. The tech guy and I just got back from a weekend in Santa Cruz for a brand new project that I'm working on, and we happened to stumble onto the most amazing restaurant slash bookstore. And because the tech guy is the tech guy that he is, he got us on the waiting list because it's always completely sold out. And we ended up having dinner in a bookstore, which was like the best night of my life. Hi, Jill. Why do I look like I'm in a phone? Oh, because we're broadcasting on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. It's the trifecta. The tech guy's losing his mind. I don't even know if he'll be able to pop on because he's probably just got like a zillion things in the fires. I didn't have to sneak my phone to the dinner table, right? April, you have a kiddo graduating. Oh, that's huge. Are you going to cry? If I hear pomp and circumstance, I'm a blubbering mess. Like it doesn't take anything. It's just immediately sobs, tears. Not just like a little sweet tear, like a cute tear. No, this is like guttural, snot dripping out of your nose, full sob. It's terrible. So you got a new phone. It was a disaster. It's finally working. um, what else is new? Beach Bum Bookworm. I know you're just back from Malice. So I see in the comments you had a cough and cold. So that's no good. Hopefully you didn't get sick there. But I can't wait to hear about that experience. Hi, Kylie. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. Hi, Joseph. And your mom's here too. It's the whole gang. The gang's back together. It's been too long. Why did the tech guy have to get a real job? We were just talking about this yesterday. Not a real job, but why did he have to get called back to the office? Not that I want to go back to the times of COVID, but it was really sweet when we were all kind of at home together for a little while. Carrie, hi. Pomp and Circumstance is one of your only power songs. I've never thought of it as a power song, but I'm very interested. Jules does need a bookstore at Torch. She needs a bookstore. She needs a restaurant with a bookstore. Like, she needs all the things. Absolutely. It has to happen. It's on my list. A bookstore at Tort feels like it would be right. And maybe that's like, I don't know, maybe Helen in the future is going to tip her little pinky toe into something like that. Has anyone listened to the new Taylor Swift album? Angela, my hair looks great. Thank you. I definitely get more sun now that we live in California and we're out like hiking and walking and at the beach all day. I wear all of my sunscreen because I've had a few little skin cancers removed over the years, which is never fun. And I wear a hat, and yet you still get the sun. It does hit differently. And I'm not sad about it, but yeah. I have done a deep dive into the Tortured Poets, and my 13-year-old niece and I had a listening party when it came out, and I was very curious what she was going to think because, this is a deep album. It's a lot of poetry. It's a lot of angst, as is always the case. But she loved it, which I was intrigued by. I think this is an album. If you are not a Swiftie, we'll move on in a minute. But I think this is an album that deserves a second, a third, maybe a fourth listen. I love a few. I have like 5 or 6 songs that I'm going to have to like share, right? Joseph, you had a customer wearing an Oxy sweatshirt the other day. That's awesome. Taylin, I have a few number 1 songs. I love the Black Dog. That bridge when she's screaming and then the end of it when she's screaming quietly. I like the Bolter. I like So Long London. I kind of like the Alchemy. Like, they're all growing on me. But here's the thing. One of the best parts of this album is just that poetry is back in mass media again. Like, how amazing is that? And I know that my feed is probably curated and the algorithm knows that I like anything poetry, and that blends with Taylor Swift at this particular junction in time that we're in. But it's like, all of these professors who are pulling up their Emily Dickinson, and poetry is like in the news. So I love that piece of it. And I also feel like, from a writing perspective, this is like, I think previously, she has probably fictionalized a lot of her pain and angst, and she's transformed that into music, right? And this, to me, feels like this is her memoir that she sort of had to write, that book that we all have within us that we have to write. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens next. I think album 13 will be a bop. That's all I'm going to say. Platform watching is nice. Hi, Leslie. I'm so glad that you're here. Kylie, you have to go back to an office job. I know. It's fine. Actually, his office job has a lot of perks, and he's biking to his office and then he's running. Can you pop on for 2 seconds, Tech Guy, or are you in the middle of too many things?
How's that?
Good, but we can't see you.
Yeah.
He's like, no. I was just going to say, I was telling them about the perks that you get on your, oh, there you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get some good perks.
Yeah, the perks are great, actually, but it's a lot. There's a lot. Do you want to talk about our new project? Because we need another one.
I think we should talk about our new project. Was born out of this project. Because as I was saying, during the pandemic, when we were all working from home, it was easy for you at 5:30 to set this up. Now, realistically, if we were doing something like this weekly, you would have to take a day off because really working from home is like kind of a special thing now.
Right.
Or we'd have to go live at like 7 o'clock at night, which is not great for everybody on the East Coast. So there's that.
I
So we've been talking a lot because we missed this about what else we could do, because we miss getting to hang, and we really miss getting to hang out with all of you. You're our
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's just it's hard because I feel bad. I'm always rushed to get this put together, and it's sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay, so
What do
you
you
talk
think?
about. Yeah, I say yeah.
Oh, you want me to? Yeah, I get to spill the beans.
Yeah, you can spill the beans.
Me?
I'll allow it. Yeah, totally.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Hey, we're gonna do a podcast.
Hey, we're gonna do a podcast. Why not?
We're going to do a podcast because we spend a lot of our free time, and I'm using like big air quotes, free time. Wait, I wonder, will it do? I wonder if it'll put 2 thumbs up. Will it recognize that? I don't know if it passes through to Ecamm, all the new Apple things. But anyway,
Right.
I'm getting sidetracked. This is there's like a hornet's nest of stuff going on in my head up here. So we're going to do a podcast because we've got a lot. We got a lot of things to talk about, and one of the things that everybody loves to hear about is kind of all the behind the scenes stuff, everything that goes into what it takes to write a book, what it takes to market a book, what it takes to write, what it takes to do the tech stuff behind all this. So anyway. I know there are a million of them out there, but we figured this is a good way we can provide more content in a way that is going to be a little less stressful and a little bit more on our schedule. Yeah.
10 minutes ago, and yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it'll allow you as the audience to kind of consume it at your own on your own schedule too, because we know like it's I mean it's hard, and we appreciate everybody that comes on every time we do lives, because we know you're busy too. So this way you kind of get to listen or watch, because it'll be in video too. So anyway, yeah,
Video
we're gonna do a podcast.
My push is that I want people to be able to call in, so you got to work on that tech.
I know. Yeah. See, Leslie. Yeah. Totally. I mean, totally. Right.
Yeah.
We're so busy. But this is. I mean, it's pretty much what people always do, right? They're like, a lot of people are like, we have no time in our lives, so let's have a baby.
We're not doing
We're
that.
not doing that. We're not doing that. That ship has sailed. Yeah. It's like we're done. We have a perfect emerging adult. Oh God, he's gonna kill me for saying that.
Bless. Oh my God, Sky Guy. I'm waiting for it to come down. This is a joke. I read about it in some, I don't even know, no, they're not over.
Yeah.
Definitely not. We're going to try to do one at least once a month like we've been doing. And I've got a bunch of book releases coming up. So that's always a great way to celebrate and give away a bunch of books and all those fun things. It's just we cannot do them weekly based on schedules, unfortunately.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah. I read this article a few weeks ago about how college age and early 20-something students are not calling themselves young adults, or they don't want to be called young adults. They want to be called emerging adults. And so I've been calling Sky Guy an emerging adult, and he hates that. Hates it. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Thanks for coming on. I didn't know we were going to talk about that, but hey, why not? Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. All
Joseph
right.
will be called Filling Our Free Time After Our Son Went Off to College, something like that. We're working on a name. I have a couple ideas, but I'm not sure yet. It's got to be something clever and fun, and we'll be able to film those on the weekends and then share them later in the week, kind of like back in the day when I used to do Torque Test Kitchen. And I think this is one of the things we'll talk about too, is that you kind of have to follow, where not only your own energy is at, but where is everyone else's energy at too. So sometimes you have to shift. Get a dog, a doxy. Okay, George, thanks a lot. And kittens, Lily, come on. Don't encourage the tech guy. This is too much. This is too much. They don't like adulting either. No, Mary, that's bad. Mel, you should try emerging adult thing. Yeah, I will be curious to see if this was clearly an article written by someone who does not have an emerging adult in their house life, etc. Yes, the new series is coming in June. I am eagerly awaiting cover art, eagerly awaiting pre-orders that should be happening in the next few weeks. The first 2 books are coming out in June, followed by book 3 in October, and wait for it, book 4 in late November or early December. So you're going to get just a plethora of new books from me, which I cannot wait. Emmy should be in the podcast. I love that idea, Cherry. Also, let us know if you have ideas of things you want us to talk about, because we're open to anything. Wendy, we need another Sloane Krause mystery so we have something to read in the gazebo when you get back this summer. I know. I have an idea of what I want to do for the next Sloane, but I just have not had time in my writing schedule to make it happen. So we'll see. Emerging adult, the pain is real for the empty nesters, right, Angela? Yeah. Valerie, you adopted 2 kittens since our live. Oh, a baby's easier to keep up with than kittens. Okay, see, good to know. Good to know. Okay, so let's see. What else are we going to talk about tonight? We're going to talk about now what I can call the 2nd annual Ashland Mystery Fest. I am so excited. It's coming back. It's happening. It's bigger. It's better than before. No, because it was already awesome. But it is going to be bigger this year. It's going to be longer this year. I have started sharing a few little things, but the exciting announcement is that tonight registration is officially going to go live. So we have lots to discuss. Hit me with all of your questions. The Mystery Fest is going to happen October 17th through 23rd. We took all of the feedback that you all gave us from last year and that we experienced ourselves from last year, and Travel Ashland and the Chamber have been amazing partners in really trying to figure out like how, I know, Maria, I'm so excited, how we can make this even more immersive, even more inclusive. Let's see. So, oh yeah, Nevada Bars books are fantastic. If you are looking for, I just saw a national park comment come up. And fun fact, I don't know if anybody remembers this. You've been with us a really long time if you do, but she was my neighbor in Ashland for 2 years. No joke. She moved in across the street. And our other neighbor, who I adore, who is a character in the new series, or she's inspiring, I should say, a character in the new series, came over and she's like, hey, there's another mystery writer in the neighborhood. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. Her name is Nevada Barr. And my jaw was on the floor like, what? Like, yeah, I've heard of her. I grew up reading her. Like, she's freaking fantastic. I love her so much. Okay. So, Mystery Fest is going to happen Thursday through Sunday this weekend. It is going to kick off with an opening reception at Ashland Springs, just like last year. We have 14 authors this year. If you haven't seen the author list, make sure you go to Ashland Mystery Fest. I know, I can't wait, Beach Bum Bookworm. It's going to be amazing. I maybe I'm going to talk about something that you're going to do. You do not have to pay for the panels. So, okay, this is, I'm all over the map because I'm so excited. But the way that it's going to work this year is we are opening early bird registration today. That's going to run through June. It is open to only 100 tickets. And what that is going to get you is Travel Ashland has put together this amazing merch. So you're going to get a themed book tote and a Hydro Flask coffee tumbler and a magnifying glass necklace and a notebook and a signed book from one of the authors. And then you also get early registration. So you're automatically guaranteed to get tickets to the opening reception, and then you get guaranteed seats at the panels. Panels will still be free, but we know from last year, well, we learned a lot of things last year, of course, because it was our first time doing it. We anticipate that based on last year's attendance numbers and all of the authors and readers who are coming this year, that some of those panels might fill up quickly. And so you will be guaranteed seats. Now, if you don't want to do early registration, you do not have to, of course. That just basically reserves your spot for all of it. I know it's already open. It's already open, Amanda. Whew. I know. I know a few of you have been refreshing frantically all day long. So There will be potentially spots at panels, like if a certain panel doesn't fill up. We're also planning that if there's a waiting list, we'll have a list of names, and or maybe there will be somebody at the door checking names, and then if slots open up, you'll be able to get seats. So yes, I know, I'm so excited. I cannot wait either. Oh, thanks, tech guy.
That's the crazy Eventbrite link.
Link. Okay,
if
so
you go to
ashlandmysteryfest.com,
you can still get there. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I'm going to leave this up for a while because this is just.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks for leaving that up. Okay. So, let's see. You can go to the Eventbrite link, or you can go to Ashland Mystery Fest, and there's a link to register on it. So you could also go there if you don't want to copy that link. Okay, so we're going to kick it off with another opening, lovely, fun event at Ashland Springs. The authors and I, we've been having some fun brainstorming Zoom sessions. Everyone is so excited. I can't even tell you. It's great because we have a number of authors who attended last year who are returning because we all had so much fun. And then we have a new crop of authors as well. So there's going to be some sort of trivia element on Thursday night. And then you were refreshing it like you're waiting for T-Swift tickets. I love that. Beach Bum, did you score him? Did you get him? Let me know. We are last year, the panels and a lot of the pop-ups, the author pop-ups happened in conjunction with each other. So this year we're stretching the schedule out so that in theory, there will be a few little things that overlap, but in theory, if you wanted to, you can attend everything, which is also really cool. So like last year, there will be lots of free community events. All of Ashland is excited and eager to be part of this again. Paddington Station, we've already been in talks about doing lots more demos of recipes and Tort Test kitchens and pop-ups. There is going to be another mystery, an interactive mystery that you will solve all around town. I can tell you there might be some actor appearances, all kinds of fun things. We've got a variety of panels. So we're going to do some kind of Halloween Oktoberfest panel. We're going to do a number of teas. So authors will be spilling the tea on their upcoming books at Lovejoy's Tea Room. So it'll be a full English tea service, and then you'll get to hear from a variety of different authors as they're reading upcoming works, which is going to be so exciting. This is going to be, I think, the coveted panel to attend. So on Friday, we'll have the kickoff reception Thursday night, and there are a few things happening around town, and then really like all of the panels and teas, etc., are going to start on Friday. Friday afternoon, kind of the flagship panel is going to be that we're going to write a story together. So a variety of the authors are going to collaborate with you. You're going to write a mystery together. And then that evening at the Agatha Christie themed ball dinner at Ashland Springs, that story will be presented. I'll just say presented at this point, presented as part of the dinner, which I can't even wait. So not only do you need to bring your Sherlock caps and your Nancy Drew magnifying glasses? Well, you don't, because actually you're going to get one in the tote. You need to bring your story ideas. Yes, I'm so excited. Let's see what else. There are going to be a variety of cooking classes. There's a wonderful new cooking school that opened up, Cosmic School of Cookery. I might be getting that wrong, but I'll make sure to share it completely. And authors will be doing live cooking classes with you. And you will be making recipes from the books, interacting with the authors, eating such delicious recipes, and then going home with recipe cards from all of the books. Let's see what else. There are going to be some writing panels. So there's going to be an authorpreneur panel, which is going to cover indie publishing, marketing, traditional publishing, all of the things. There's going to be a live podcast or YouTube or some kind of live event with someone who happens to be on the live right now, Beach Bum Bookworm, Intentionally Bookish, and Cortagonist are going to do a live event from Ashland, which will be so fun. Can you learn how to boil water, George? Yes, absolutely. The Ashland, the Agatha Christie theme dinner, for sure, absolutely, will be taking place. Costumes are absolutely not required, but encouraged, shall we say that. We're going to have on Saturday, there's going to be a mystery craft hour. So we're going to meet up and do crafts together, which I can't wait. There's going to be a Hollywood and murder panel because we have a few authors coming who also have written for TV shows like Murder, She Wrote and Golden Girls. So I can't wait to sit in on that panel and hear them. There are going to be group author pop-ups each day during the lunch hour where you get to go to a spot in town, grab a bite to eat, meet, chat with authors, etc. There's going to be 2 murder mystery dinners at Alchemy again, and these are going to be fully immersive and themed. So, while you're enjoying your soup course, somebody might just drop dead. I don't know. I'm not sure. The cabaret will be running Sherlock Holmes and The Study in Scarlet all weekend long. And we're going to do another night of murderous mixology at Lark's. And then we're going to wrap it all up Sunday morning with a goodbye reception. There are going to be great prizes and giveaways that all tie in. So, whew. That's sort of it in a nutshell. Like I said, early registration is open now as we speak. So you can go snag your tickets, and then we'll be rolling out over the next few weeks phases of this. So the next phase will be all of the panel schedules, all the cooking classes, everything that I just went through. You'll be able to sign up for that. And then as things continue to fill in from the other businesses around town, you'll be getting information about it. If you are interested, but you're not sure, you can make October in Ashland work, you can also go to the website and just sign up to get updates. So I know, Beach Bum, I'm so bummed that I didn't get to go to the murder mystery dinner. I wrote the story, and I was lucky enough to get to have a little sneak peek behind the scenes as the actors were working it all out. But I'm very excited this year because I'm like, I have to go. I know, it's so much awesomeness. So that is the big news. I know we're going to get Courtney, Spencer, and Tiff MB live in Ashland. I can't believe it. Wendy, have I thought of doing something like this in Leavenworth? I would love to, but one is enough at this point in time. I'm going to be in Leavenworth in June though. And so I'm working out some event plans. So if you're in the Seattle or Northern Washington area in June, stay tuned for news about that. Yes, I know. April, it's going to be so great. You need this in a list, Amanda. Yes, it is on the site. In a list. The schedule isn't up, but everything that I just sort of ran through is up as a placeholder. Chris, I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. Hi, Chris, also. Okay, so that is it. You can be, Wendy. Okay, well, come see me in Leavenworth. It's June. I have to look on my calendar because, do you know, Tech Guy?
21st.
June 21st.
21st or 22nd. I can't remember.
Whatever that weekend is, Friday through Sunday.
I'm looking.
He's looking. Will I also maybe
22nd, you'll be
22nd.
a book for all seasons, right?
Well, I'm working out details with them now. So.
Okay, but 21st, 22nd, 23rd,
Yeah.
one of those days.
Yeah. So good.
We have some questions if you want
Hit me
them.
with them.
Oh,
Let's go.
first thing I wanted to point out, if you are going to the Mystery Fest and you want to see the show at the Cabaret, buy tickets at the same time that you buy, well, if they're on sale. I think they're on sale. But if they're on sale, check the Oregon Cabaret website. Buy tickets early because their shows sell out even without a Mystery Fest in town, so they are going to go fast. And the tickets are really reasonably priced, but the one thing I will say is their shows are always worth it. Except the last couple of Christmas shows, but normally they're worth it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, hit me with your questions.
I think you answered this, but just in case to
You do
reiterate.
not have to pay for the panels. Absolutely not. You will have to register for a panel, and that will happen with early registration or the next phase of registration that will open in a couple weeks. That will be registration is $35 plus I think there are a couple fees through Eventbrite. So and that gives you everything that I just talked about, the swag, etc. And basically that just covers Travel Ashland's cost for that. The goal is not to, like make money. It's mainly just to reserve a spot so that we're not in a situation where we have to turn gobs of people away, or so like, ooh, I think we have 6 panels this year. So if you know for sure, like, I really want to hit these 3 panels, then you can map out your time that way and then, go to a tea or go to one of the pop-ups or spend 2 or 3 hours solving the mystery. You can kind of balance your schedule that way. So yeah. Okay. What else? Will your characters be walking around town? Maybe a character costume contest. Wendy, we have talked about some iteration of this, as well as some potential business partnerships. So I don't have solid details yet, but that is in the works. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Hubby wants to know if there's maybe some place to rent a bike so he can escape while I'm fangirling like a lunatic. Yes, indeed. Ashland is such a biking city. Does he do regular biking? Does he do mountain biking? Does he just want to bike? It's totally bikeable. There are 3-ish bike shops in town, and I can't remember if they're still there. I'll have to confirm this, but they used to also have the bikes that you can just rent on the street, right, Tech Guy?
Yeah, I don't know if those are still there because of
From Oregon
SOU.
University. Yeah,
because of the college. But every bike shop in town rents bikes too, so
Yeah.
you can rent a bike if you want to.
Absolutely. And if you have like a spouse or a partner or a friend coming with you, you don't have to register for 2 people either. If like if your hubby wouldn't want, let's say, all the merch or something, that came up earlier. Wendy, your husband wants to join. Piccadilly, Catherine. Oh, hi, Catherine. Piccadilly rents bikes. Okay, perfect. Piccadilly is just a few blocks down the plaza, a short little walk. So you could rent a bike from Piccadilly, and then you could ride around town. There's a great bike path that goes all through town and farther out. And then obviously there are incredible mountain biking trails throughout town and up in Lithia Park. So yes. Okay. What do the residents of Ashland do when we all descend upon their town? They hug you, and they are just so delighted to see you. No, honestly, I mean, I've talked about this before, but when we first moved to Ashland, after I had been writing the series for a few years, I was really worried because I had built it up in my head to be this way that I thought, like, oh no, I'm going to ruin that experience when we officially move there. But it's not true at all. It's such a welcoming community. The entire town is excited. It's so great. It's such a beautiful time of year. It's spectacular with all of the trees in bloom. The main plaza, like you've read about in the books for years, is so walkable too. That is one thing that I learned last year because I also wrote the interactive mystery for you to solve around town. And I had people walking, someone, was it you, April? I can't remember who's on the live tonight, but somebody said they logged like 11 miles walking back and forth. So I am going to be a little more, it's not that far. Like to walk from one end of the plaza to the other, it's only like, I don't know, 1.5 miles, 2 miles tops. But I am going to be more conscientious of making sure that I tighten that a little bit. So there you go. The Oregon Cabaret Theater is a blast. Okay, see, MB, your husband's going to be there too. Maybe one of the things we need to plan is like a husband meetup. They can all meet up at Scout or Growler Guys for bikes and beers. Maybe I'm going to sign the tech guy up for that too. You wouldn't be sad about that, right?
Sure. That'd be great.
Yeah, do it.
I do want to clarify something too, because George came through with another great comment. It wasn't that so I should clarify my comment about the cabaret holiday shows. They were good. They were just sad, and I wasn't expecting sad. Christmas. I wasn't looking for sad, so it didn't resonate with me. But the acting is always awesome. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Also, since I'm going to take over for a second.
Do it.
Because George met the actor who plays Darth Maul. So I wanted to know, George, do you know what movie is re-releasing in theaters next week? Yeah, he's got to know. I can't wait. We already have tickets. We're going to be there opening night for sure. So
that's awesome. April, I don't know how many miles I did, but I did park my car and walk for the whole weekend. Yeah, I mean, that is the beauty. You really don't need a car either. If you're flying in, the closest airport is Medford, which is about a 20-minute drive from Ashland. So you could Uber from Medford and not need a car for the whole weekend, because everything that we're talking about, even the bike stores, Lithia Park, like everything is centrally located and walkable for sure. Yeah, we walked all around Leavenworth following your directions to your inspiration and logged 7 miles. Oh my gosh, Wendy, Leavenworth's kind of the same way. Leavenworth, I feel like, is even a tiny bit smaller. Yeah. Bikes and beers. Let's do it. We can have a whole sub bikes and beers. We didn't talk about the fact, Ted Guy, that there's a major holiday coming up this weekend too. Oh, Emmy's making an appearance. She might find her way over. She's on my couch.
Oh, that's right. I mean, it is one of the most important holidays of the year. So I've already got my cards and gifts ready. If for anyone who doesn't know, coming up on Saturday is May 4th. May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. It's Star Wars Day.
What?
Yeah. It's Star Wars Day. But more important than that is May 2nd, which is when tickets for Star Wars Celebration in Japan go on sale. And so the internet will be busy on Thursday at about 4 p.m. Pacific, just FYI. The whole internet.
The whole internet. All the internet. Just the internet.
Yeah.
All of the internet.
Yeah.
Also, George knows, obviously.
Yeah.
He nailed it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. Can't wait.
I know. Last year we did have a live, Lily, and then remember the one we did in Ashland where he fully took over my office? That was epic. Maybe we'll have to replay that one or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to kick off the podcast with a May the 4th episode.
Ooh, yeah.
Could
See,
be
people know. They know.
People, you know.
Yeah.
Your town is hosting a big festival on Saturday. You'll be busy selling hamburgers and hot dogs, Joseph, for May the 4th or just for something else? I'm curious about that. Let's see what else. Okay, so registration is open. I can't wait to see you. It's going to be amazing. All of the authors are excited. All of Ashland is excited. We're all just excited and beaming with delight. I don't think it's an overstatement to say that it will be the best Mystery Fest in Ashland, Oregon ever. How's that? Oh, yeah. You want to come say hi? Let's see. What else? We talked about the fact that the first 2 books in the Secret Bookcase Mysteries. I don't think that I told you that we finally landed on a name for said mysteries. The Secret Bookcase Mysteries will release in June. The first book is called No, it's not called The Secret Bookcase. Hi, Emmy's distracting me. The first book is called The Body in the Bookstore, and the second book is called A Murder at the Movies. They take place in the fictional town of Redwood Grove, or California, and they feature Annie Murray, who is a former criminology student, but her best friend and partner in crime in college was murdered. This is not a spoiler at all. You learn this right away. Was murdered the day before they graduated. And so Annie kind of put that career on hold and has been working at an Agatha Christie inspired bookstore for the last 10 years. And things are sort of slowing down. They're having a hard time getting people in because it's way off the beaten path. And she decides that she's going to host a mystery festival See how it all ties in? You know how people always talk about write what you know? I wrote what I know. And so if you attended last year's Ashland Mystery Fest, you are probably in this book in some way, shape, or form. I've really enjoyed getting to do something new and fresh and different. It's still cozy. It's got maybe like a little bit of a slightly darker edge, but not dark at all. And in the second book, Death, no, that's book 3, A Murder at the Movies, she's hosting a mystery movie fest in town. Yes, Valerie, the series will pop up in NetGalley. I want to work at an Agatha Christie bookstore, Cherry. I do too. So the other like fun subplot that I've been having with this series is that the owner of the Agatha Christie bookstore, do you want to come say hi? Come here. The owner, she won't stop. So Emmy has been missing you too. Do you want to say hello? Let's say hi. Say hi to everybody. I know. The owner of the bookstore, Hal Christie, believes that he is the long lost descendant of the one and only, the great dame of mystery, Agatha Christie. And I've done a lot of research into this because, she went missing and the math kind of works. I mean, most people don't think that she went and had a secret baby, but it's not impossible. So I'm very excited. And I've used Philoli. I think I talked about this on the last live, which is this gorgeous garden estate. She's licking the microphone, which is this gorgeous, and you can see the cat hair flying. This is all great. A gorgeous garden estate, and think of like a giant English manor house. So every room in the bookstore is themed like something in Agatha Christie's books. So there's the sitting room and the parlor and the conservatory and all of the things. Yeah, I'm very excited. As soon as I have more to share, I will be sharing it with you soon. And I'm going to start giving you little glimpses in social media over the next few weeks and months to come. So we can look forward to Tied Up in the Theater. Yeah. Yay for the secret bookcase. Yes. I'm very curious. I'm very curious, Wendy, if my inspiration for Jules' mom's friend who was nearly killed over her game. Oh, that was based on a real friend of mine who, believe it or not, her name was Wendy. And unfortunately she passed away last fall. I was just in Ashland a few months ago for her funeral service. She was just such a dear friend. And we built this friendship over the years. This was before I moved to Ashland. She came to my very first book talk at Bloomsbury Book when Bloomsbury Books, when Meet Your Baker came out. And that would have been 12 years ago. And she was so welcoming and told me all the things that I had gotten right about Ashland and how much even more beautiful Ashland was in person. And then we started this whole pen pal relationship. And she would at least once a week send me ideas of how I could murder people. And so when I moved to Ashland, we became obviously even closer, and that continued. And she invited me to her mahjong game group multiple times, and she had these gorgeous collections of the board games, and I had no idea, but these tiles and some of the games can be extremely valuable. So that was all real life. So in fact, I have dedicated the book that I just finished, Killing Me Souffle, which is set at Whales Head Resort, to her, because Whales Head was another place that she introduced me to. And she had this whole plan in mind for what could happen at Whales Head. And I love that. So whenever you send me ideas and thoughts, unless it's like, I don't know, Helen has to die or something, I always sit with them. Yeah. MB, your goal is to read at least one Christie a month. So another thing that inspired this series is the summer that I turned 12. I went to my local library and I read every single Agatha Christie book that they had over the course of the summer. I would pick one out. I didn't read them. I didn't read her whole, obviously, canon, because it was whatever my local library had in stock. But I think I read, I'll have to go back because I had a book journal that I kept at the time. But I think over the course of that summer when I turned 12, which 12 is kind of young for Christie. Like, if you think about it, Christie's not so, she gets labeled as cozy, but her stuff is dark. There's a lot of blood. There's a high body count in some of the books. But anyway, that really ultimately sparked my love of mysteries. So it's a little bit of an homage to that. And I can't remember, but I think I read something like 20 books over the course of the summer. I remember really loving the Tommy and Tuppence series because I'm sure I was younger too. So yeah. There are not pre-order links yet, but I promise as soon as I have them, I will share. We've got a lot planned. Okay. I forgot how rambly I feel when we do these, but I love seeing you all. Oh, thank you. Yeah, she was a wonderful woman, and I'm glad. I mean, that's another gift that she sort of gets to live on in stories, much like a lot of people who have come in and out of my life. Thank you all for being here. I've missed you. I'm so glad that we got to be live again together. It's amazing to think that this started in 2020 and it's 2024 now. Like the time just doesn't feel real or right in that way yet to me. Or will it ever? Like, did that shift so much in the pandemic and we're never kind of going to get that back? Or is it just a product of where I am in my life? I don't know. We could go deep, but I'm sure you're all ready for bed or dinner or, based on wherever you are on the West Coast. Okay, so to recap, Ashland Mystery Fest registration is open for early bird. Go grab your tickets now. Feel free to hit me up if you have any questions. I am super excited about it. You will have a better look into everything that I talked about on the paper and what's coming. And we will do another live probably late in May, and then definitely plan for a big launch party for both books in June. And we'll keep you posted on the podcast, but we're targeting May 15th to release the first one. So yeah, I'm sending you all big bookish hugs. I'm so glad that we have this community, and always seeing you chat with each other just warms my heart. And clearly Emmy has missed you too, right? Yes. All right. On that note, happy reading. See you soon. Bye.